Okay, welcome to my next Let's Play. So what are we doing today? Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories. I've hinted I was going to be doing this game on a few of my other projects. Why am I doing this? It just sounded like a fun one to do. Okay, let me turn my sound down a bit. Okay, that's better. I'm gonna admit, it was a nightmare trying to get the sound on this to stop crackling. But eventually got it working. So, new game. Luckily, I think this setup will also make my Wild Arms LP a bit better sounding, since I was having crackling in that as well. This should fix all of it. He has found Playboy Issue 1 by Terumatsu. Oh, he found something else. Now you can keep talking to him, but if you go too far talking to him, you skip the entire beginning of the game, so doesn't say anything interesting. Oh wait, to start this off, let me explain a few things after I get out of this menu. Turn the title. Now, the cards you start with in this game are pretty much random. Somewhat random, anyways. There's like there's some sort of method to it, but for most part, you start a game, you're gonna get random cards. Now, someone else should know about this game is, so let me save. Is you can actually trade from other game files. You can see where I'm going with this. Now, something neat to note is you can just copy your game files and make duplicates of cards. Sorta. But anyways. I didn't mean to hit that. What I'm gonna do is I have 3 copies of my old game file that pretty much consist of me starting with a new game a bunch of times, transferring the cards over and restarting. Only 3 of the cards on that file are actually ones I've obtained properly. But I've made 3 copies of that file, and I'm going to transfer all of them over to this one. I'll show you once how it works, and then I'll cut out when doing it 2 other times. Okay, as you can see on this file, oops, that's the wrong button. I got tons of cards. So, I'm going, and also in this game we can sort them, so I'm gonna trade over a bunch of my good ones from this file. Okay, there we go. Sort by stat. Okay, that sounds way too loud. It's weird. Normally I have my sound at 35 when I record, but for some reason I have to put this way down to 10. So I don't blow my ears off. So, let me set this up an easy way. Is this cheating? Well, not in traditional sense, it's not. It is a cheap method of getting decent cards early on in the game. If you're looking at the icon, if you've played this before and you're looking at the icons, you can tell what type of deck I'm gonna be building. Sorta. Alright, so we're all the way down to the magic and trap cards. Okay, toss one of each. Yeah, there are a few magic cards you get for, spell cards. The names change throughout the series, so. There's a few extremely good ones you start off with, like Geki, Dark Hole, etc. Salamandra's good. All the various equips are extremely good. And doing this is a effective method to get a strong advantage over the game. Alright. Now, like I said, I have 2 more copies of this save file, and all I'm gonna do is copy the exact same cards over to it, so I have 3 copies of everything. Gonna cut the footage here, and I'll see you in a moment. Alright, we are back. So let's build our deck before we actually get into the game proper. First, take out all the ones we got here. Okay. I'm planning to make more of a Fiend, Spellcaster, Water style deck. So I'm gonna put the strongest of those types into it. The thing you're also gonna notice is my deck's gonna consist of a ton of equip cards. You'll see why when we start playing. Now I mentioned that there were a few codes I actually didn't get through started from the resetting and doing starter decks. This is one of them. This here is one of them. I'm gonna need to make some space, take out some maybe I'll just make a Fiend Spellcaster deck. It might be a bit much to try to get water creatures in there. What's that leave me at? Oh yeah, take out Umi. See if I have anything for high defense. Equips in this game don't work the same as they do in the actual game, so you see what I mean when I start playing. So I have to pick very specific cards. That's what I want. And one more spot, just toss that in. Okay. Now, you're wondering, how did I actually get those 3 cards? I forgot to point out the third one. Let's see, it was... Let's see. It was Dark Energy, Sword of Dark Destruction, and Black Pendant. And obviously I copied the save file to get 3 of each. Now, how did I get those 3? What you can do in this game, if you actually own the codes or if you know how to do Google searches, probably both, you can type in the little ID code at the bottom left of it. And you can buy the cards with an in-game currency. Whenever you beat an opponent in this, you get between 1 and 5 start tips. On my other save file, I just pretty much beat one of the weakest players over and over until I got 800. Copied the file a bunch of times and bought what I wanted. Since in addition to copying starter deck cards, you can also make files just to buy stuff for start tips. Yes, that's heavily abusable in this game. Oh wait, that's a weird graphical error on his face. I'll pretend that's not there. On with the game. Okay. Oh yeah, well, I should actually save. Okay, that's a really strange graphical error. Or not, I doubt I'm gonna lose, so I don't have to worry about going and saving. I'm sure that I'll eat those words. Alright. Now this is what works with our different actual card games, so if you're trying to learn how to play that through this, don't. You can play one card per turn. That includes either a monster or a magic card. But you can play them together. I'll say what I mean. Okay, I screwed that up. Now what you can do is if you have two cards that are compatible, you can fuse them together. You do the same method to actually equip cards. Anyways. The rule set on this is a whole lot like the anime's first two seasons, or first one season. Can't remember how long that rule set went on, but that is why I like equip cards in this. You can, unlike the actual game, you can equip as many as you want. You're not restricted to 5. And you can use them to really abuse the mechanics. See if C can equip the sword. Don't think so. Nope. I'm not even sure if there's any cards in my deck I can even use it. I'll look it up between videos. But yeah, that's how you get start tips. And cards for beating someone. Such a strange bug with that line on her face. Alright, speaking of playing again, we're probably at around 20 minutes and we'll call it a video here.